I am from this line of thinking. Healthy food doesn't have to be boring. There's so many great products on the market these days that make healthy food taste really, really good. And I'm like, what better way to explore them than with the burrito bowl? But instead of the normal sauteed chicken or pulled pork, today it's all about jackfruit. And of course, everything we do, you know, it's gotta be simple, delicious, easy, and just good food. So let's get started. All right, so on a sheet tray, look at what I've got. I've got just some onions and some peppers that I went ahead and sliced up. I'm just gonna toss some olive oil onto the situation. All right, and then look, I've got a prepared taco seasoning that I'm gonna put right on top. This has the cumin, the coriander, the chili powder, the dried thyme, all the good stuff. The recipe will be at dariuscooks.tv. I'm gonna get in here and mix it all up, just like that. My oven's preheated to 400 degrees. This is gonna go right off into that hot oven to cook up. All right, so I'm going to get my pan nice and hot so I can start the saute on my jackfruit. Put a little bit of olive oil right in here. Now, while the olive oil is getting nice and hot, I'm just gonna slice up some of this garlic that I have. So I got a couple of garlic cloves here, and I'm gonna give them a slice. All right, like that's cool for me. All right, I've got this jackfruit, which is amazing. I'm gonna put this right into the heat, along with the garlic. And I'm just gonna cook it for a few minutes just to heat the jackfruit all the way through. So while the jackfruit is heating up and getting nice and crusty in that oil, I'm gonna make a quick pico de gallo. So I'm just gonna take a few tomatoes and I'm gonna give them a slice like this. All right, and then I've got some onion here. So I'm just gonna give the onion a little bit of a chop. Goes right into the bowl as well. Let's check on my jackfruit. Look at this. I just wanted to get nice and crusty, get some flavor on it. I've got that lovely sort of peppery enchilada sauce that I'm gonna add right into here. All right, I'm gonna let this hang out for a second. Put that on low, let it caramelize, and they get nice and tender. It's gonna be amazing. While that's working, let's finish with our pico de gallo. So I'm just gonna mince a little bit of jalapeno, and then I got a little bit of garlic I'm gonna add right in there as well. All right, I've got a little bit of salt and pepper. Got a little bit of sugar. Gonna top it with a little bit of olive oil and then some of that fresh squeezed lime juice. All right, we'll give that a stir. All right, cool. So I'm gonna put some cilantro in there in just 1 second, but I'm also gonna go ahead and make the guacamole, right? So I've got a fresh avocado, and this is how I like to do it. I'm gonna show you this. All right, twist, it comes right out. If we do like this and twist, the pit comes right out of there. And I can scoop out the flesh of the guacamole. To make it easier on myself, some of the tomato and onion that we've already went ahead and cut up, and I'm just gonna get in here and give this a mash before I add some more lime juice to this. So there's our guac, which deserves just a little bit more lime juice. So let me give this lime a squeeze, and then we'll get that right in there. All right, we'll give this a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper. I'm gonna let that hang out. There's only one thing left to do, which is to grab some cilantro. I love this stuff. All right, and then we'll give this a chop. right into our pico and give it a stir. And we'll put it right into a bowl like this and let it hang out until we're ready to use it. All right, so our onions and peppers are done. Look at this. They browned up nicely. Ready to go. All right, so this is just a simple pot of black beans, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of love just by adding in some of that lovely seasoning that we used to begin with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then now we've got black beans ready to go. This is the rice that, until we know it, is just plain rice. But I saved some of the extra cilantro so we can add the cilantro with this lovely squeeze of lime. Look at that. Now we've got lovely cilantro lime rice. And not to mention, our jackfruit is all ready to go. Look at that, all right? Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and make myself a bowl. So I'm gonna start by putting this lovely cilantro lime rice on the bottom. I could smell the cilantro and lime coming through there. It smells really, really good, all right? I'm gonna put some of the jackfruit right here on the side. Look at that. Onions and peppers. I'm gonna grab some of those. Ooh, look how caramelized they are. All right, check me out. I've got the black beans that we cooked up. So I'm gonna put a few of those on here as well. I can smell it. It smells so good. Here is a little bit of guac, homemade. Let's throw in some pico de gallo. So I'm gonna put a little dollop of our vegan sour cream right on here. Look, just like that. Perfect. So there's only one thing left to do, and that's to go in for a taste. So here we go. It's hot. You really taste everything, and it just all goes together so well. There's the lime juice that's coming through, and that pico de gallo and that guacamole. The savoriness of the jackfruit comes through. The beans are seasoned to perfection, and those caramelized onions and peppers, amazing. I mean, come on, y'all. You have to give this recipe a try. You know where to find it. It's gonna be on my website. It's DariusCooks.tv. There's two things I gotta tell you, as I always do. Food is my life, life is my food. Until next time, I gotta wish you happy cooking from my heart to yours. Bye, y'all.